Welcome to another wacky, crazy, and funny state law video. Minnesota is on the chopping block today. Relax, gigglers. The ha-has, they start right now. Minnetonka, Minnesota. If wood is not neatly stacked, it is considered a public nuisance. Wood? Did somebody say wood? I like wood. It's real life Jenga, y'all. Storing junk is a public nuisance. I feel as if this one should come with a definition of the word junk. Because, let's be honest, one man's junk is another man's treasure. Am I right? Any person who persuades another to enter a massage therapist's business after 11 p.m. is guilty of a misdemeanor. Does Minnesota really have massage therapy offices open that late? Placing tracks on a sidewalk is considered a public nuisance. I'm not entirely sure what this even means. Are we talking train tracks, race tracks, bunny tracks, ice cream? What do you mean? Clarify. Driving a truck with dirty tires is considered a public nuisance. Better not be playing in the mud. I always tease people I see coming to almost a complete stop to make a turn. I figure they're worried they're going to scratch a tire. This is worse than that. Oh my goodness, no, we can't be seen with dirt on our tires. International Falls, Minnesota. Cats are not allowed to chase dogs up telephone poles. Chances are, if a cat is chasing a dog up a telephone pole, that cat must be a big and wild cat. Good luck stopping a bobcat, cougar, or other species of wild cat. And I didn't think dogs could climb vertical surfaces, but maybe I'm wrong. Duluth, Minnesota. Animals may not sleep in bakeries. Okay. Shouldn't this one be common sense? It makes me think that maybe the next time you find a hair in your food, it may not be human. I'm sorry. If it's something that I'm worried about, I'm taking you with me. Brainerd, Minnesota. If you are a man, you must grow a beard. I do find men with kept facial hair more attractive. My husband has a beard. However, some men can't grow facial hair, so I guess this means they can't live in Minnesota. Why don't you all put a height requirement to live in your state while you're at it? Blue Earth, Minnesota. No child under the age of 12 may talk over the telephone unless monitored by a parent. I was answering the phone when I was 7. We had a specific way we answered. It was, "Hello, Middleton residents, this is Heather speaking. How may I help you?" Alexandria, Minnesota. No man is allowed to make love to his wife with the smell of garlic, onions, or sardines on his breath. If his wife wants, law mandates that he must brush his teeth. I mean, really? Don't you do this out of courtesy to begin with? I use a ton of onion and garlic in my cooking. Trust me, brushing your teeth is just the right thing to do. Virginia, Minnesota. It is illegal to park an elephant on Main Street. Oh darn, I'll have to remember that the next time I go on an elephant ride in Virginia, Minnesota. Here they go again, just taking all the fun out of everything. Jeez. St. Cloud, Minnesota. Hamburgers may not be eaten on Sunday. What business is it of yours, what I'm eating, and when I'm eating it? This one gets under my skin just a little bit. I just don't think it's right to mandate what a person eats or when they eat it. You're not allowed to have burgers on your Sunday barbecue. Sorry, guys. Minneapolis, Minnesota. Red cars may not drive down Lake Street. The way this one is worded, no cars should be allowed to drive down any street unless accompanied by a licensed driver. Just saying. You get it, because, cars may not drive instead of people may not drive red cars. They should have worded that one just a little bit better. It is forbidden to walk down or in alleyways. Nothing good happens in alleyways anyhow, but what kind of problem with sketchy stuff do you have going on that you had to make a law about it? You really want to keep people from going down or being in alleyways? Just get a bunch of creepy looking clown dolls and place them in your alleyways. If I were to see one, my exact thought would be, nope, that's a nope for me.
How about no, Scott? Okay.
We interrupt this program to bring you a very special message. My husband and I just had a wedding, and weddings are expensive. So if this video has made you laugh or smile in any way, please consider buying me a coffee. Or if you can't financially help out, you could do all the free things such as liking the video, sharing it with friends who enjoy laughter, or you could subscribe to my channel for more fun content like this. My deepest gratitude for you doing that. Thank you. Alrighty, back to the giggles. Hibbing, Minnesota. Policemen are required to kill stray cats. This one just makes me sad and mad. Why not recruit people to do TNR, trap, neuter, and release, instead? It's a way more humane way to deal with a colony's population. It'll eventually make the numbers more manageable, and then you're not accidentally killing people's pets. Not everyone microchips their outdoor kitties. I'm just saying. Cottage Grove, Minnesota. Residents of even-numbered addresses may not water their plants on odd-numbered days, excluding the 31st day where it applies. Yeah, this one actually makes sense. Offset water consumption by having a schedule in place. This one is the most reasonable one of this list. Airplanes may not land in city parks. Let me just ask, have you been tempted to do this? Like, you're running late to a party at the park and you're just like, let me take my private jet. Unless facing an emergency, I can't see how this one isn't common sense. Sorry, good sense, because common sense isn't all that common anymore. The land of 1,000 lakes declares mosquitoes are a public nuisance. No, let me tell you, the world declares mosquitoes as a public nuisance. Who in their right mind likes mosquitoes? I really have a hard time knowing the purpose of mosquitoes. Rats have a 10-cent bounty. This would be better suited for a big city like New York, I would think. You'd actually have a chance at earning some money. I imagine the rats in New York cruising around under the streets on hoverboards. In Minnesota, however, I didn't realize they had a big enough problem with rats to warrant open season on their butts.
It's hunting season.
A woman isn't allowed to cut her own hair without her husband's permission. This one should go both ways. If you're going to make a drastic change to your appearance, the proper thing would be to run it by your spouse first. Some of you may have noticed, mine you do. My honey encouraged it. We're good. It's illegal to tease skunks. Being sprayed by a skunk is punishment enough, but if you're dumb enough to mess with wild skunks, you deserve what is likely going to happen. Sorry, not sorry. Minnesota tax forms ask for your date of death. Huh? I'm guessing that's because people in Minnesota are all psychic, I presume. Were the makers of this form drunk on that day? Like, haha, let's mess with our taxpayers and ask them for their expiration date. Because taxes aren't stressful enough, let's just add something to it. It is against the law to stand around any building without a good reason. I'm pretty sure if you don't have a good reason, this is either loitering or suspicious activity. Pull up your pants and go to Timmy's to play video games or something. It is illegal to sleep naked. My question on this one is, how would anyone outside of your home know? I think what happens in your own bedroom is nobody's business but your own. All men driving motorcycles must wear shirts. Minnesota really doesn't want to see your bare skin. It's probably because the people of Walmart traumatized them. And to that, I'd say I agree. I'll add, you should really be wearing a helmet too. Trust me, I used to work on an ambulance, and I care about your outcome in the event you're in an accident. Just wear a helmet, please. A person may not cross state lines with a duck atop his head. Might I ask, why would you want a duck atop your head whilst driving, or in general? Is it some form of therapy nobody knows about or something? Like, oh, the feeling of duck feet atop my head is so relaxing. Or maybe you're weird and enjoy being pooped on, in which case you do you, but don't tell anybody about it, okay? All bathtubs must have feet. This has to be for when the people of Walmart get naked and try to get in the tub. The tub at least has a chance to run away. Citizens may not cross the state line into Wisconsin with a chicken on top of their head. Okay, what's up with y'all traveling with livestock on your head? Is it some sort of weird fetish or something? Seriously, two similar laws for the same state. What are you all doing over there? I'm teasing, of course. Women impersonating Santa Claus may face up to 30 days in jail. What if the woman is a single mom, trying to be festive for her children? Way to be a killjoy. Single mothers aren't allowed to be Santa's helper now? Attempting to capture a greased or oiled pig in any game is illegal. You could always draw straws to see who is it and make that person get all greased up and chase them. I mean, if you really want to chase a greasy pig, then this is an alternative idea to a rather weird game. Just a suggestion. It is illegal to hang both men's and women's underwear under the same washing line. Why? What difference does it make if our underwear coexists on a freaking line? Detroit, Minnesota. It is illegal to loiter in the city morgue. If you're not paid to be there, why on earth would you want to be hanging out with a bunch of stiffs anyhow? I'm gonna say, unless you have business being at the morgue, you're up to no good if you're just there hanging out. Las Cruces, Minnesota. You may not carry a lunchbox down Main Street. What if you have a job at one of the businesses there? Are you just expected to carry your lunch items loosely? Are you not allowed to eat home-packed lunch at all? What do you have against lunchboxes, Minnesota? Each state has funny, weird, and ridiculous laws. You should click the video I'll drop right here now to continue your journey into that hilarious world. I'll see you over there. Until then, stay blessed, my friends. Bye!